Today I'm going to get a public certificate from AWS Certificate Manager so I can use HTTPS protocol on my website hosted in S3. I'll use the certificate in my CloudFront distribution, which will redirect HTTP traffic to HTTPS from my website. One caveat is I already created a domain in Route 53. Let's take a quick look. We go to Route 53. Hosted zones. I'm going to use the certificate with this domain. So I already created the domain. Get a domain, then you can follow along. I'm in the AWS console home and I have Certificate Manager under recently visited. If you don't have that, you can just search for it in the search bar, write certificate, and you'll see it. Let's go ahead and select Certificate Manager and open that up. I am going to request a certificate. All right, and I need to request a public certificate. Now I'm going to put my domain name down, and it is bigfootsightings.org. Here you can add other names like www.bigfootsightings.org or put a wildcard in front, but I'm not going to do that today. We're going to keep the validation method as DNS validation and the other things as default. Hit request certificate, hit this refresh right here. And then you see a certificate pending validation. Now it should validate, but normally it doesn't. Let's click on this. There seems to be a snag in this CNAME creation. Let's go and create records in Route 53. And look at that. You're brought up to this CNAME thing with this pending validation. Let's hit create records. And it said that the DNS record, the CNAME record was created. I'm going to get rid of that. Now I want to take a look at my certificate. If I hit view certificate, it just gets rid of that blue box. And I'm going to refresh this to see if my pending validation is actually effective. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to go back to my certificates and I will keep refreshing for the next 30 seconds or so. I'll just pause the video while I'm doing that. And it took about 30 seconds, 45 tops, but you'll see the certificate is issued. Let's go ahead and click that. Voila. We got a certificate. The CNAME record that is in Route 53 is successful. So I guess it creates the record for you. You just have to confirm it in Route 53. I don't know why it does that. It's kind of tricky in the documentation. I had to play around with it to get it to do that. And then I did it like 5 times after that. So you definitely have to do it. If you leave the record in there and you create another certificate, delete this one, create another one, it'll be fine. It'll find that CNAME and then you'll be able to get your certificate right away. But if you don't have one, you got to create the CNAME record.